Canadian small business owners are bracing for another round of sweeping U.S. tariffs coming April 2nd, just 5 days from now. Some business owners, though, are already feeling the pain of U.S. tariffs. They're now worried about facing penalties through Ottawa's retaliatory tariffs as well. Kyle Feigenbaum is one of them. He is the CEO and co-founder of Healthy Bud. That's a gourmet dog food brand that's based in Toronto. But he's joining us from Orlando, Florida this morning. Welcome to your morning.
Good morning. Great to be here.
So you're in Florida for the Global Pet Expo. What kinds of conversations are you having with small business owners, both Canadian and American?
Yeah, it's a very interesting time for Canadian business owners in particular. So there's a lot of Canadian delegates, if you will, and companies out here selling into the U.S. Our brand in particular, Healthy Bud, we find ourselves in a very particular situation where we both manufacture product in Canada and we manufacture specialty product in the United States as well. The United States product is sold in the US, also Canada, and the Canadian product is sold in both Canada and the US. So we really are finding ourselves in these crossfires here.
Yeah, a lot of small businesses like yours are, as you described, getting caught in the crossfire of both the looming tariffs from the U.S. and then our retaliatory measures here in Canada. Can you describe for us like what that looks like on paper for you? How that affects the flow of money and in and out of your business?
100%. I can tell you a story actually. So just quickly, on March 3rd, we had a notice really that came in over the weekend that U.S. tariffs were going to come into place. So that's on Canadian goods coming into the United States. And so what we did is proactively, we tried to get in front of it. And so we had a carrier pick up some product in Canada that was destined, so from British Columbia, destined for California to a customer there. And we were the importer on record. And so this product got picked up. We paid probably 2.5 times what we normally would pay in order to get it picked up in time and get it across the border before March 4th tariffs come into play. We had our product picked up. We were at the border about 7:40. So the driver had plenty of time to get across the border. He sent us a picture actually. And what he's mentioned is he's never seen the border so busy and jammed up. And so within, that amount of time, we thought, no problem, he's going to get across. He gets across 9:33. We think, great, we're having a celebration internally. March 4th, March 5th, March 6th, tariffs actually came into play, but then they were off. And these are the 25% tariffs, again, coming from Canadian goods into the United States. Yeah. March 7th, we ended up getting a bill, $6,000 from the US BCP. And what they're saying, first of all, we're confused. Why did this happen? Yeah. And then when we look for more information, what they're saying is, you know what? You entered at 9:33 p.m. PST, but US BCP runs on EST. So you were 33 minutes late. They slapped us with a $6,000 tariff. So we're already feeling the effects of what really could happen here. The scariest part, like you said, is the retaliatory tariffs. Well,
and so what I appreciate about this story, Kyle, is the fact that it feels up and down for us about tariffs on, tariffs off, and what the percentages are, but this is how it directly affects you. I mean, we're talking in the minutes in difference between you paying $6,000 out of a small business and not, and that's on one order. When you are looking ahead, what could these penalties mean for the cost of trying to keep your business running?
Well, you said it perfectly. If you have this looming potential issue as a business owner, you cannot solve it, right? Give an entrepreneur any issue, and we're bred to be able to solve issues. But the problem is we really don't have the full picture and we don't have the full information. So you're really not able to plan. And that's what's detrimental and killing both Canadian small businesses in the pet industry, but really across the board. And now it's starting to seem like these tariffs that are coming into play, at least from the U.S. administration, they're going to be much more targeted. And so as a U.S. small business owner, and I say this on behalf of myself, my whole Canadian team, we're an all Canadian team. I say this on behalf of other small businesses in Canada that the Canadian response needs to be extremely targeted. If it's not, it could be detrimental. And small businesses across Canada are really relying on our government to negotiate a positive outcome.
Can I ask you about survival in this tariff trade war? I mean, Canada, as a large industry, we're looking over to Europe for trade partners, but your trade partner is the United States. Your market is the United States. I'm assuming you don't have that option. Can you survive a trade war?
You know what? We've been building our business in Canada over the last 5 years. 80% of our business today is still Canadian. The other 20% is all USA. And our goal going into our 5th year of business here has been really to expand our business in the United States. Can we export to Europe? it's tough. Asia, there's opportunity, but the reality is that, you know, we've always seen North America as one piece of land where we had free trade and we were able to, you know, communicate with each other, build business with each other. We're best friends, right?
Yeah.
As two countries. And so this was our opportunity to expand, and can we survive it? On one end, yes, our goods going from Canada to the USA, we can survive it. But again, that's a small part of our business. The only reason why we can survive it is the FX is so strong, right? When we modeled out our business, the US to CAD exchange rate was about 1.3. Now it's 1.45.
Yeah.
So we give a little bit of a buffer there. The problem is the other way around. Any US goods coming into Canada, if there's a 25% tariff,
Yeah.
if there's any tariff really for that matter, our margins really get crushed because of how weak the dollar is, and it's really not going to be sustainable. So we're going to have to find another solution.
Yeah.
The main issue that we're seeing is there's no alternative food type
Yeah.
of this quality of level that can be made in Canada. The infrastructure is just not there.
Kyle, I want to thank you for joining us this morning and giving us a really clear picture of what it's like on the ground, right on the
My
ground
pleasure.
for small business owners. Thanks so much.
Of course, thanks for having me.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.